What up? What up, everybody? Time for some little Mr. Wizard time. Dude, I really need to get... I really don't even need to play this until I get my VIP vault back. So I'm maxed out on VIP, so I have a portal, I have a traveling post, I have a bank, everything. But I don't have any... I don't have any Zen, or I mean I got money, but dude, Zen Market. I think Zen Market is done. Like, it's funny. Like, it's not funny actually at all, but like, it's crazy how, you know, the economy is crashing right now in America, and so is like the economy, like in games too. Like, did I actually miss that? But games like even like if you go on FIFA, like like especially like FIFA 2023, like literally there's like, last time I got on there was 200 items in the transfer market. Usually there's millions. And then FIFA 4 or FC 24, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it does freeze the ground. That's good. Yeah, it's just... you can't move, can you? Ha 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 ha. Idiot. At least my armor don't look bad because I got freaking choke them out. Oh wow, bunch of them. Oh yeah, that's how they do it, man. It's like, that's why I love the wizard, man. I love the move. I love the teleport. I like probably my top three. I can't do two. I can't really say between my three favorite characters are Ranger, Barbarian, and Wizard. Which it used to be Great Weapon Fighter, Control Wizard, but that changed probably a good while back now. Yeah, that's been years since they changed it a couple years ago, the names. But yeah, it's bye bye. Singularity. I thought y'all wanted singularity, huh? Y'all, it doesn't look so. It doesn't sound so good now, does it, huh? I'll grab that second. Let me go. This off. Now you little turd. Turd muffin. Okay. That was a great story. I didn't rate it. I'm getting hungry, bro. What did I eat for supper? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I don't remember.
Take care. Give me a second to examine this. Interesting.
I got another ring! Yeah! Got another ring! Got another ring. Dude, I'm just thinking about, I can't get out, like, how far back I am, like, from even close to anything in-game. Like, because I have 3 characters that, well, at the time were in-game characters. Like, I could pretty much play any dungeon or anything. I'd even scored top 5 in Tiamat, which is like a 25-man thing. But it's been years, and if I get on those characters, I'll be totally lost. Because I mean, you got to figure out. Jeez, come on, man. You got to figure out, like, I don't know, it just sucks. That's why I'm just playing it until I'm not having fun with it. Because I can't guarantee I'm like months away, literally months away from even getting close to like the gear and stuff I need. Now some stuff, they made it a little easier in some ways, so I mean, I have 4. Okay, put it this way: I have 4 mythic artifacts on my ranger, on my hunter ranger, or whatever they call it now. So, bad breath. Yeah, see, right now I'm using some stuff I had left over. Like, it's awesome that they let me use the legendary mount Siege Bear on all my characters. So that was cool. Because I had the disc on my rank. I mean, I have so much good stuff on my rank. I have the disc, you know, the floating disc that a lot of people like. Was one of the best ones you could possibly get at one time. I don't know how good it is now, but it gives you like 10% buff on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's nice having at least a legendary mount on there. And plus, oh man, hold on, man, I gotta look at something. I just realized something. Yeah, I just realized. I want that there. Okay. Accuracy crit, I might do. Critical severity. So there's no defense. Wait a minute. Really? Okay, whatever. Equip. Chance on hit reduce the enemy's awareness of 3. Chance on hit reduce enemies actually 3 minutes 15 seconds. It's the exact same thing. You can see the exact same thing. Enhancement. Let's see. Let me put let's see. That's so weird. And so this one should be even different. 1.5%. Okay, yeah, I got it. So, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So this being summoned, it's gonna give you the most. See, 3.8%. Okay, but wait a minute, wait. But why? Oh, but why? One's accuracy reduces chance on hit to reduce the enemy's accuracy by up to 3 for 8% for 15 seconds. Chance on hit to reduce enemy's awareness. I don't know. Why didn't it summon? Haha. Well, let's see if I can. Let's see how close I am. Like to upgrade any of them. You 250,000 just a blue. Oh man, that's classic. Alright, whatever. Why is Gimli with me? Gimli, why are you with me, bro? Ah, you turds. I like my magic missiles. Magic missile, man. I need to go get a snack, guys, because I'm going to start getting ill and aggravated. When I'm not in a bad mood at all, I can tell, but yeah, I'll be back. I gotta get something to eat, man. I'll start getting aggravated and just, Ah. I got some legit gamer food, guys. Some pizza, man. Pizza Hut. Thin cheese. I like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Who ate my cheese pizza? I would totally be like that. I'd be so mad. I mean, I'll eat pizza with anything on it except mushrooms. But I prefer like simple. Oh wow. I just like a cheese pizza. Or let's go into the place. Oh, we have a brick oven pizza place called Rebel Pie. It's really good, but it's really expensive. Just for like a personal, it's like $20. But they have a margarita pizza with fresh sliced mozzarella. Oh. And they put one big round one on each slice, and then a bay leaf too. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good, man. So, yeah, it's just according to where. I'm like surprised how good. I don't know if y'all have a CC's pizza, but they're a little more expensive than Little Caesars, but cheaper than Papa John's or Domino's. But they're good, dude. Like, I'm surprised. Like, look, I don't eat Little Caesars. I mean, if I didn't have the money, it's great that they have a place where you could go and get a pizza for a family that doesn't have a lot of money. I mean, but you got to think about this, guys. What quality food? I mean, and I know the answer because I went to culinary school, and that's why I can tell you, like, the quality of food that Little Caesar has to be using is terrible. To be able to sell a pizza for $5, a large, with cheese all over it, sauce, the bread, and the topping, or usually it's pepperoni. I think one topping $5, but still, that's very sketchy. So that's why I don't eat there, because I'm like, I know what food costs, and I know they get somewhere. They're getting their stuff somewhere sketchy. Like, I want to know I want to know where they're buying their product from, and how they can sell a large pizza for $5 in this economy. It doesn't make sense. So I do like Little Caesars crazy bread though. The little breadsticks, I love it. They don't make them as good as they used to though. When Little Caesar first came out, the quality was a lot better. Their breadsticks, crazy bread, it was like it was actually browned on top more, and it actually had more garlic and Parmesan cheese on top. They were a lot better. They were amazing. I mean, I was addicted to them. All I wanted, man. My mom would be like, no, no, no. I'd eat them every day if I could. Crazy bread. All I want is crazy bread. I mean, I love Domino's and then crazy bread. Domino's is my favorite pizza place, by the way. Shocker, right? Yes, I have a culinary degree and I like Domino's. I just think I grew up with the flavor and it's still pretty much the same. The crust is seasoned now a little better with the garlic and other stuff. And the bad thing is the price has gone up on Domino's, and so the price definitely went up on Little Caesars, dude. Little Caesars like doubled. Well, Little Caesars usually get large for like $9. So food cost is going up so much. I'm glad I don't own a restaurant. Like, that's what I wanted to do eventually. Of course, cook for a couple of years and learn things, and because they taught us classes on how to order food, how to do inventory, basically how to run a restaurant from ground up, how to buy a restaurant and run it as a owner or a head chef. That's what they taught us in culinary school. So I knew how to do everything that had to do with the restaurant. And I've been and I was an assistant manager at a Firehouse Sub, so I know all about food costs and inventory, and I mean food costs can literally bankrupt a restaurant. Like, and another thing about restaurant, it's the number one most riskiest business to open in it because it takes literally 3 to 4 years. They told us all this. And it's true. It takes 3 to 4 years for a successful restaurant. That means being busy all the time. till you start making money. So you better have some money to live off of. So yeah, so, and I'm amazed by the people have not one iota. Like my friend, who's well, I'm a friend. I have to call him a friend because I grew up with him and I care about him. You know, I played soccer with him in high school, but he's a liar. I don't know how to say it. He's a liar. He's one of these guys that he went through some abusive parents, like step parents now. But when he was younger, I mean, there's some crazy stuff like they got locked in closets and stuff. So I don't know what that did to his mind, but he claims to be a Christian. You know, we went to Christian school together. He goes to church every Sunday, but then he goes out and drinks and parties like all week or a lot. He had a heart attack recently, and like he's always wanting to put on a show for people. He's always bragging about money, and it's like he's a weird dude. Like if you don't know him and you just meet him, you'll be like, that guy's kind of weird. But I mean, he's got his weird tendencies. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, he told the Florence Morning News that he was going to open a restaurant or a bar that closed down. He was going to open up a restaurant there, and he actually contacted the news and they ran a story on it. And Tim called me, my other friend. It was like 5 of us. It was me, Tim, Trey, John, Ray. So it was like Stand By Me crew. You know, we grew up together from young age, before elementary school, all the way, you know, till today. I can rely on those guys. Those would be the guys I would go to, you know, if my family wasn't around. But anyway, but Ray was different than all of us. He was really weird. He was very, very judgmental about drinking and stuff. And then later on, after he hung out with us a while, he started drinking more than any of us. How ironic. That's what God will do if you judge people. Be careful not to judge people, guys. I'm telling you. Well, don't judge them the wrong way. Judge them in a nice way, and there's a good way to do it. You know, I mean, you can tell somebody they're doing something wrong without saying they're doing something wrong, you idiot. You know, that's not how I do it as a Christian. If somebody's doing something not right, but I'm really worried about them because, like, I never in my life, like when I was backsliding, I didn't want to go to church because I felt bad. I felt guilty for being in God's church while I didn't want to be a hypocrite and go to church and then go, no, I'm going out drinking next, you know, or whatever. So I just quit going to church. It's not that I hated church. I'm trying to get back into it now, but I've been reading the Bible, listening to pastors. I mean, you know, the only reason I'm doing these cameras, the videos of streaming gaming is because I'm a Christian and there's no really Christians out there streaming. Because the gaming industry is so toxic, no Christians want to get around it. I mean, I don't blame them, dude. Like, the kind of curse words and the things that people have said to me, I mean, generally, I mean, hurt my feeling as a person, but, you know, I don't let people bother me, but, you know, when they first said it, I'm like, whoa, dude, you know, I got feelings, man. But it's just, like, especially Call of Duty and stuff like that, it's just so toxic. A lot of Christians just, I mean, it's hard to do it. I mean, you really gotta have self-control, and you know, I've messed up plenty of times where I've lost my temper. Y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen me on videos where somebody says something and I just go off on them. I mean, I'm pretty good with not cursing them out anymore. I don't, but every now and then you know, sh word will slip or something occasionally. But I'm trying to make the key. I want this to mainly be a channel that's clean. It doesn't have to be Christian. You know, you don't have to be a Christian to watch. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, geez. I mean, what? I mean, y'all, people have such a misunderstanding of what true Christianity is. If you want to know what true Christianity is and how true Christians are supposed to act so you can tell the difference between a fake Christian or a Christian that's just mean, believe me, guys, there are mean Christians out there. There are people that believe in and trust in Jesus Christ and they're saved, but they just have bad attitudes, okay? So this is my number one comment to y'all. Don't judge Jesus, the Lord God, from by other people's actions, okay? I know it's easy to do, but men have created all the wars in the world. When there's bad things that happen, usually man at fault. People are like, why did God take my kid? Well, it wasn't really God. It was a drunk driver that decided to get in the car because we live in a sinful world and he wanted to drink and drive, and you lost your kid. It's horrible. but it happened to my sister. She passed away 5 years before I was born, so my parents know what it's like to lose a kid. So, you know, that's why I say I can't wait to go to heaven. I'm like, I play games here and stuff, but my mind is waiting for Jesus to rapture any time. I mean, literally any time now, guys. If you knew what was going on in Israel and read the Bible, you would know that y'all were about to see. Those of you who aren't saved by Jesus, who, you know, all you have to do is be saved is say, Lord Jesus, I'm a sinner, but I believe in you. I know you came and died on the cross for my sins, and your blood saved my sins, and your sacrifice on the cross saved my sins, and I believe and trust in that. Please save me, Lord. And you're saved forever. And it doesn't have to be exactly like that. Just let the Lord know that you trust and believe in Him and have faith in Him, that He will get you to heaven, and that He died for you. Just believe that and trust in Him. Just some kind of prayer like that. That's all. That's how you're saved, guys. It's not what the Catholic Church is. A false church. They pray to Mary, for Pete's sake. I mean, what kind of people call themselves Christians when they pray to Mary, they confess their sins to man? They ain't no church. They ain't no Christians. They're man-centered. They care about themselves. And like the priests even tell the people that are Catholic that they can't know they're saved. God and Jesus in the Old and New Testament, it talks about how you can know you're saved, because that's how we're happy. That's how if you didn't know if you were saved or not because you did something wrong, that's what the Catholics teach. You have to do works. There's a verse in the Bible that says salvation is through faith alone, not of works, because man would boast. That means rich people would brag about it and be like, oh, I got sent $2 million to a church. You know what I'm saying? So that's what God's saying. He's like, that's why it's by belief, because I already make it so easy, and people still don't believe. See what I'm saying? God has made it so easy to be saved. All you have to do is believe and trust in Jesus, that He died on the cross for you, and you want to go to heaven and be with Him, and you love Him. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind after you're saved. But the Holy Spirit, after you're saved, the Holy Spirit lives inside of you and helps you make decisions, and that's what changes you. So people have so many misunderstandings, like, oh, I want to live my life and party a little bit, then I'm like, dude, you might get killed, dude. There's people who die every second. Every second somebody in the world dies. You might not make it to tomorrow. So if any of y'all saved, ask Jesus to save you right now. I mean, seriously, guys, what are y'all waiting on? I mean, you go to heaven forever. You get a brand new body. We actually are going to have a society. The Bible talks all about it. If you would just go pick, if some of y'all would just go pick up and read about the Bible, look up D.L. Moody, look up the book Heaven, listen to, all these are on YouTube audiobooks. Listen to the Bible, dramatized New King James Version Bible, dramatized, because each person has their own voice, and it's almost like you're listening to a movie, but you're listening to the actual Bible. So it keeps you engaged, and it keeps you, it really helps your imagination. And I learn by listening. So I don't read the Bible a whole lot. I've read the Bible all throughout since I was little, but there's people get Christianity wrong because Satan is winning right now, because God said He would. God said Satan would have his little short time on earth. And what is 2,000? Okay, Christians believe that we've been here for the universe and the earth has been around for 6,000 years. That's what most Christians believe. Bible-believing Christians believe. But there's other people that believe that evolution goes along with Christianity, which it can't, because God said when He finished the 7-day creation, He said it is good. So if there was millions of years before God created the earth, there would have been death of animals, so it couldn't have been good and perfect. See what I'm saying? You can't fit evolution in with and all the scientific evidence. If you go to Answers in Genesis, the people that made the ark, they have legitimate people with master's degrees in biology and archaeology and forensic science. They have every science covered, and they tell you and show you all the evidence of things in the world that, whether it's animals, whether it's geology, that it shows the proof of God. Like, there's more scientists and doctors and all these people that are in the industry of technology showing us more, teach us more, and all those jobs like that people are getting saved. People in astronomy, looking at the stars and the galaxies, they're getting saved because they see it. God says, my creation alone is enough for you to believe in me. That means the stars, the moon, the plants, the animals, that all goes together. We have the perfect amount of oxygen. We have the perfect amount of gravity. Do you really think the Big Bang knew exactly how much water we needed, how much oxygen, down to the whatever, down to the actual perfect amount, the perfect amount of gravity? I mean, come on, guys. Y'all can't believe that just happened in Big Bang. If you do, you're stupid. I'm sorry, you are. You're ignorant and you're dumb. If you believe we came from a monkey, you're stupid. I suggest you go and buy a bunch of pictures of apes and put them all around your house, because that's your relatives. That's basically what you're saying. So when somebody comes to your house and they're like, why do you have pictures of apes and monkeys and gorillas and all this? Well, those are my ancestors. Don't you know we came from them? That's my great father, George of the jungle. I can't believe teachers have convinced kids to believe that they came from apes. It blows my mind. But you know what? It's awesome because God and Jesus actually said all this stuff would happen. See, I already know about it. That's why it doesn't bother me. I know the world's going to keep getting worse, guys. The world is not going to get better. I just want to tell y'all that. I just want to let y'all know that, okay? People are going to start hating. You know what God said the end times too, right before the rapture? People will start hating Israel. Because you know what's going to happen? The Antichrist that's in the Bible, he's going to be the man that supposedly solves all the problems and comes up with a peace agreement. That's why the Antichrist is talked about in the Bible. He will sign a 7-year treaty, and that's when the people that didn't go through the rapture will know, hey, that's the Antichrist. Christians that get saved after the rapture, you can get saved after rapture, but let me just tell you, after the rapture, there's going to be 7 years of demons, the most worst plagues, natural disasters. I mean, every tornado is going to be F5. Every storm is going to be mass. I mean, you're going to have 1/3 of the ocean die. You're going to have stars falling to earth. You're going to have demons coming out of the earth. Like, y'all heard about, a lot of y'all probably seen about Euphrates River drying up. Yeah, don't listen to that Quran bullcrap. The Quran was written about 1000 AD after Jesus, okay? The Bible was written 2,000 something years ago. The Bible mentioned Euphrates way before the Quran did. And I'm sick and tired of seeing these freaking Muslims put Euphrates River as a prophecy in the Quran. No, the Quran is a book of death. It literally says all throughout there, if a person doesn't believe in Islam or Allah, you can kill them. Okay? It says it tells men if they kill themselves in suicide to kill other people that aren't, they call it infidels, that aren't Islam, that they would get 75 virgins in heaven. That's sick. And why? And it blows my mind that feminists, that homosexuals, all Islam hates these people. Islam hates women. They treat women like dogs. They can't even drive cars or go to school or anything, work anything. Well, where's the feminists at from Hollywood? You know what? The feminists in Hollywood are pieces of crap that wouldn't put their freaking anything on the line. They're not feminists. You know what they are? They just want to be popular, and they want to talk and act like they're important. They're not. Because if the feminists were true, they would go over to the Middle East and scream at these Muslim men that don't let the women do anything at all and make them cover their whole body. Okay? Crazy to me. It's crazy to me how you college kids could go to school with girls that wear jihadis or whatever they're called around their faces, and you don't think y'all don't call that man hating. Y'all don't call that her being like, y'all don't get mad about the men that a man is making her do that. Her religion and men are making her do that. If she takes that off, Islamic men will beat her probably. But y'all don't pay any attention. Y'all ignore it. That's why I get so mad at college people and younger people, because y'all don't have a backbone to stand up for anything that's true. They'll stand up for stupid stuff like wokeness or systemic racism. The color of somebody's skin makes them racist or not. Okay, that makes sense in Arkham Asylum. Like literally, if some of y'all said the stuff that y'all believe in 20 or 30 years ago, y'all would literally be put in a straitjacket. I'm not even joking. The stuff that people believe nowadays or just go around saying on the news and stuff, these people would be considered insane. I just can't believe the beliefs and the. I mean, it's total evil, man. It's Satan, and y'all gonna find that out one day. Y'all wait till millions and millions of people that disappear, and every single one of them, I guarantee you, will be Christians. The government would probably try to blame it on the aliens or something because that's actually been said. That's actually been talked about by a New Age witch. She says she talked to these aliens and they mentioned that not to be worried if they see a bunch of people disappearing. You know what that sounds like? Satan knows his time is coming. He's trying to keep people from knowing it's the rapture. Because listen, what his Christians have been telling people about. Look at all the Left Behind movies. Look at all the people that have laughed and mocked Left Behind movies. But when they get left behind, it's gonna be just like the movie. Y'all are gonna be on your knees screaming and fear. You talk about fear. Y'all are afraid now. Y'all wait till a million people disappear, all the Christians disappear, and you have nothing to hold evil back. All these evil men. You know why evil hasn't taken over America? Because godly men and women have been in the government, the military, police, and every other position to hold the evil back with prayers and with God's protection. But when we're gone and the Holy Spirit's gone for a while, y'all were done, dude. Evil's gonna reign. Y'all think it's evil now? Y'all ain't seen nothing. I'm talking about Resident Evil, I Am Legend, apocalyptic type stuff. Not zombies, but I'm talking about gangs of people that group together that are evil, that go around killing people, probably hunt Christians because the Antichrist will want to kill Christians. It says if you become a Christian in the tribulations, you'll have your head cut off. And I remember somebody showing an actual article from a paper in England where I think it was the Parliament or the English government or one of the country's government had placed an order for 30,000 guillotines to cut people's heads off. It actually had the picture of it. It was like a new model with it wasn't old wood model like you see in movies. It was metal. It was a modern guillotine to cut people's heads off. 30,000 of them. So you tell me what those are going to be used for. Y'all have no idea, dude. If y'all really knew and believed everything I'm telling y'all would drop to your knees right now and get saved and call it to Jesus, because y'all do not know the horror that's coming y'all's way as soon as the rapture happens. I mean, it's getting bad now. Like, a lot of us are like, wow, we're still here, but Jesus said you will go through tribulation. He told the Christians that you will go through tribulation, but he said you will not be under God's wrath. That's what the tribulation is, for people to get saved that didn't get saved before the rapture, and for also mostly it's for the Jews. And that's why God warned and said that they're my people. You mess with the Jews, if you curse the Jews, you will be cursed. God warns about this. That's why I'm shocked at all these churches, so-called churches, ignoring Israel or speaking out against Israel. One thing, did you know the Middle Eastern, whatever language Palestinians, they don't even have the letter. They don't even use the letter. I learned this last night, and it's true. They don't have a letter P. So the guy from Israel, he's a tank commander, and he was speaking at a pastor's church, letting everybody know what's really going on. And he was a tank commander, and he said, "Listen, Israel never starts fights with anybody." He says, it's literally like people literally something. It's like their minds are literally everybody's demonically possessed that is against Israel, because Israel has had rockets fired on them, guys, random rockets for the last 10 or 15 years. They have been attacked over centuries by every country around them, and every country has got their butt kicked that came against Israel. Israel is not going to be destroyed, guys. Now, part of it will be destroyed, but it's never going to be fully destroyed or taken over. Those are God's people, and any of y'all, that's called replacement theology when you put Christians now as God's chosen people. That is completely I don't know what Bible you're reading, and I don't know what your IQ level is, but if you can't read the Bible and see how much God forgave the Jews, and then they would do something bad and he would forgive them and do something bad, and he even says it, they are my people forever. Listen, if you either don't read the Bible, I'm talking to pastors. If you're against Israel, or you're not taking a stand for Israel, one, you either don't read the Bible, you don't know the Bible. Two, you're there, just for money, you don't care. Three, you're actually evil and you're purposely attacking Israel, because God told us, Jesus told us, warned us about preachers and everybody and other people that are wolves in sheep's clothing that will try to deceive us. Everybody hates Jesus, guys, because he is for purity. He is for things that are good and holy. People don't want to be holy. People want to drink and go have sex and do drugs and alcohol and not be told that God doesn't like that. But it doesn't matter if they're told it not. God doesn't like it. He hates it. He hates sin. So Christians, we don't hate the person, we hate the sin. It's so frustrating, man. I mean, I've had to learn to calm down more when I see crazy talk, because it's just, but it just gets so frustrating, man. You don't know how frustrating it is to know you know the truth, and that billions of people are going to hell because they can't even do something simple like believe in Jesus that died for them. That's insanity to me. Because, see, I've seen Jesus work. I have a relationship with God. I've talked to God. I can feel his presence around me. I've seen him answer so many prayers of mine that I can't even count. Every day, every night, I listen to sermons, I listen to the Bible and God, and I talk to God like I'm talking to y'all. And all of a sudden, I'll hear something that I've prayed about. It's just almost every single night, literally. And so so you couldn't convince me. There's nothing there. You can't. It's like trying to convince me that I'm not me. No, I'm sorry. I know I'm Wayne. I'm a son. My dad's name is Wayne Senior. Nobody could convince me otherwise. And when you love God, God shows himself more to you. That's what really did it. When I started listening to the Bible, boom, I never had doubt or anything, but what it did, it made me want to fight more. It made me want to speak out more. The more you love God, the more you'll start to, like, people who don't like to witness, like, it's not that I didn't like to witness, it's just like I'm not really one to go up to strangers and start talking about anything. But now I notice that a lot of times I've done that. I've witnessed to more people now than I have in my whole life, the last couple of years, than I have my whole life as a Christian. It's because my love grew for God, and I'm actually at peace and joy, even though I have a birth defect disability that I can't work. I'm basically at home every day. Thank God I have this house and food and medicine and my parents and people around me that are good Christian people that most of my family are Christians, and so and I also have an amazing Christian church that I grew up in my whole life since 1980, since I was 3 years old, and they're less than a mile away, and they preach the whole Bible, and it's an awesome biblical church. So I'm just ready to get out of here. I'm ready. It's like, y'all ever had that feeling like you're not meant to be here? Like something's off, you know what I mean? It's like, I could be a couple things. One is because if you're not saved, you're gonna have that feeling, because for everybody, at a point, has God tried to get them to save them. But the more you ignore God and the more you sin, God eventually just says, "Okay, I'll leave you alone. I won't bother you anymore." And then so it's up to you to somehow come to him, back to Him, and that's a dangerous place to be. So if God's talking to you, you better listen, because there might be a time where He's just like, "Okay, I get, you know, I haven't gave up on you, but I'm just not gonna bother you anymore." This is from the Bible, guys. I'm talking to you about everything that I talk about is what I've read and studied in the Bible. It is not my way of thinking. It's not the Christianity of Wayne.
Tales from the crypt.
Thank you. Did Christopher send you? I'm not sure what the cultists wanted with me. From what little I was able to overhear, it sounds as if they are searching for something that belonged to one of my ancestors. Romani, maybe. I did hear them use the name Azarsel a number of times.
I told you, I'm so relieved. Miss Monini said her captors spoke of someone named Azazel. I seem to remember coming across that name while researching.
Take care when walking. While you were hard at work in Craftsman's Rest, I had the most intriguing conversation.
Alright, I'm getting off for tonight, guys.
Genius, Christopher Chetwood.
Good night. I might get on something for a while. I don't know. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. God bless. Turn to Jesus. He'll bring you happiness, joy, peace, and eternity in heaven. He loves you. He died.